it's Emma the Beginner Crafter. Welcome to another WIPTube. October finished. Actually, it finished a few days ago. I'm recording it on the 2nd of November because I was away for All Saints Day and I didn't really have the time to record everything at the end of the month. So it's the beginning of a new month now. And I did some things. I worked on a few projects that pushed me to another level into my goals for the year, which is good. Although one example is a bit sketchy. And let's start with this one. It's diamond painting, a very small one. And my level goals for diamond painting was like 10%, 15% and 25% as far as I remember. I didn't really specify which diamond painting I was going to do, but I had in mind, I think, my Harry Potter one, which is a super old project. Then I remember I got a different diamond painting, a little bit smaller, and I thought, oh, this one will make things easier. And then I found this one. I found it when I was reorganizing my office. I had bought it, I don't even know when. Like, I bought it and I forgot about it, and I found it and I was like, yes, that's what we're doing. So I got my level 3 goal for the year for diamond painting, and I think for the next year goals I will write down which exactly diamond painting I am speaking about, because on the one hand this feels like cheating, on the other hand, well, it wasn't really clearly stated which diamond painting I mean. So yeah. So those dolphins are done and it's great. I will put Mod Podge on them as well, and then put it on display in my living room. So that's gonna be nice. So yeah, one goal finished for the whole year. Then let's move to crocheting. I only have one project related to crochet, but it's a huge project. This is my Mochila bag. It's a 2017 / 2018 make along, or crochet along actually, the Mochila bag one. And it is pretty big. I am on row, let me see, I finished 28 rows, so I'm on row 29 now, and my level 1 goal for the year was 30 rows, or rounds actually. So I'm pretty close to achieving level 1 goal. I think I will be able to do level 2 as well, considering I have still 2 months to go. And there is Christmas break, which is long from the school. And just if I remember, because this project I usually do at school during my free period. And if I remember to take it with me for holidays to be able to record like a December video, like end of December, end of the year video. Then during the Christmas break, I will be able to also work a lot on it and get to level 2, I think. Just let me make sure I remember what my level 2 goal is. Yeah, for level 2, it's 50 rounds. So 50 rounds is very much achievable. Yeah, in October I did do quite a lot of this Mochila bag, which I'm super happy about. It's going to make things a little bit easier later on. Excuse me. So that's it for crocheting, because I don't do much else crocheting. It's already pretty good bag and all the yarns I need for it, and the crochet hook and the row counter already fit inside, I can kind of close it, hold it like this, and it works. So that's good. Then maybe let's move to Sashiko. I forgot to show you Sashiko last time. So Sashiko is over a halfway done. I am more or less here. I hope you can see which white is the sewn on white and which one is the pattern, because the thin lines are the pattern and the thicker are where my thread is. So I still have almost half of it, which worries me a bit, but I'm still pretty confident I'm going to finish at least this project throughout this year. So unfortunately it's going to be only level 1 goal, which is not the best, but well, at least that's something. But I definitely need to think about something to motivate me in the next year. So I have already been thinking about it and I have some ideas, but I will need to spend November and December thinking about next year goals and how to motivate myself to work even more on them, because there are days when I don't feel like working on a particular project, and if it's just days and I have other projects to work on, that's good. I mean, a break is always good, but sometimes it's like, ugh, I don't want to do anything. And again, a day or two like that, it's not much of a problem. You need rest, especially that I tend to do craft 7 days a week. So a day or two of break is not really a problem, but sometimes it just gets longer and longer and I feel like I'm wasting time. But then again, I don't feel like working. So I feel that maybe a bit of an outside motivation with some kind of reward system will be good, but I need to think about it a bit more. And like I said, I have some ideas, but I still need to polish them a little bit to make them work better. So I think with Sashiko, I will finish this project, but it will probably be the only project that I will work on, and it will only be level 1 goal, although I can see that level 2 goal is start second project, and again, it's not very specified what it means to start. So maybe I will actually, like, after finishing this one, just make a stitch or two in this second project. Actually, it's the third project that I have, that I bought from a kit, and it will work, and get level 2 as well. But that would be it, I think, for Sashiko. Now, cross stitching. And let's start with the focus piece for the year, which didn't get much love this month because I feel like I actually am on level 3. So level 3 goal was half of the next row. This is the next row. So this row has 3 pages, not even 3, because the last one is a little bit thinner. And I definitely feel like I'm over a page and a half. So I'm pretty confident my level 3 goal is done. I will work on it in November and December because it is my main focus piece for the year. So I don't really want to just give up on it and not do anything, but I will take it a little bit slow with it just because I know I'm done. I've achieved level 3 goal. That's perfect. Everything else now is a bonus, like a cherry on top. And I can see that there are like squares of different shades, and it's totally my mistake. I bobbined the wrong color onto a bobbin, so those were like huge sections of the same color, and it should be the same as this dark bluish gray, but I have lighter gray in those areas, but it's totally user error, unfortunately, but it's fine. It's okay. It doesn't really look good. I mean, it does look artificial because the sky, the clouds don't look as straight with their sides, but once it gets full size, I don't think it will be that noticeable. So I'm not too worried about it. And at this point, I'm just not restitching it at all. Just no way. So yeah, Miranda is at 56.4%. So I stitched 945 stitches this month. October. And I've got over 123,000 stitches in the whole piece. So I'm super happy about that. Working on Miranda was pretty cool. It went really well. So I'm glad, and like I said, now I'm going to take it easy because I have other whips to focus on. So this one doesn't need as many stitches anymore. Then I've got Envy. And Envy got another goal. Now I'm on level 2 with Envy because I stitched I've stitched up to 5%. Yay. Level 3 goal is to finish the second page. So it may happen. I hope it is going to happen, but it might not, just based on the fact that it's a lot of confetti stitches and I don't like that. Plus there's a color here that is very difficult to find. So it might be difficult to get everything done here, but it's nice progress on Envy as well. I stitched 1,600, almost 1,700 stitches in October, and I'm at, like I said, 5.05%, which is good. So there's another circle with pattern kind of showing up. I mean, it shows better on this one, even though it's still not very detailed, that it's going to be a leaf, I think. I think it's a vine leaf, if I remember correctly. So it shows a bit more clearly, but that's where a lot of confetti stitches are, which I'm not very happy about. Before I also move down, I will have to grid a little bit more, just so that I can go to page 3, because I think this is more or less, or maybe here even, is more or less where the page finishes. So everything down is page 3, and sometimes I might want to go to page 3 to kind of counteract or balance out the missed stitches from page 2 and sort of still be able to call it a finished goal if I manage to stitch as much on it. I mean, the plan for Envy is to be stitched in December. In November it probably will not be stitched, so that I can take a break and focus on Avarice, because then I need a break with Avarice, because Avarice is going to be my focus piece next year. So this is more or less how things are going. And my last cross-stitching project is The Extraordinary Birds Stitch Along by Lola Crow. And it's wonderful. I love it. I love it so much. I stitched the most on it out of all my WIPs because I stitched over 2,400 stitches in a lot of different areas. I'm at 89.84% for my level 2 goal. So up to feature 8. I didn't stitch anything on feature up to 4, so for my level 1 goal, because actually there wasn't anything for me to stitch on. Like those colors are not repeated in the next few parts. So when I get to 90% of feature 8 or up to 8, I will then upload everything into the final part of the stitch along. So up to feature, no, sorry, this is feature up to feature 9. I still tend to forget which features there are. So this is up to feature 9. So then I will, I think it's up to feature 14 or feature 15, the final one. I think it's feature 14. I will upload all my stitches that I already made, and then I have a look. Well, actually, I won't have to have a look. I will just start stitching using the colors from my level 1 goal, so from feature up to feature 4, without white. I want to leave white unstitched for as long as possible because otherwise it will get very dirty. I know myself. So it is still quite possible that next month, at the end of next month, I won't really have even level 1 finished because there will still be this white missing from that part. And then in December I will stitch all 3 levels because white and maybe some more stitches from those features up to 14 will still be left, and white will be the one that will be needed for level 1, level 2 and level 3 goals. So this is how things are going to go, and I have so much fun working on it. Like, it's so much fun. I know that the worst part is going to be backstitching at the end of everything, but so far I'm having so much fun with this pattern. It's very colorful, it's very interesting, just wonderful. And I'm going to have a look at Lola Crow's webpage next year to see what she's making, and if the theme interests me again, I will definitely take part. Not everything she has is my style of stitching. She has a lot of like scary, let's say, content. By that I mean like haunted things, Halloween stuff. I'm not really into that, so I didn't buy anything else from her, but clearly she creates other things as well. So we'll see what next year brings, but I absolutely love it. And also this is a project that reminds me I need smaller projects as well, because working on those large full coverage projects that I have, and I'm going to have more of them, can get boring, because achieving a goal, any type of milestone, is a lot of work and you don't see the progress as clearly. Here, I mean, even if I only stitched that little piece, you can see that it's there. Even if it's not a lot of stitches, you see the difference, because you notice it because there aren't that many stitches in general, but also because it's not full coverage. So it's something appearing like on canvas. So I will have to find another project for next year, smaller one to work on as well. Not just to have this bigger rush of achievement and yes, I'm doing great, yes, it's working. Because yeah, with those larger whips it's sometimes a bit more difficult to see the progress. Like I can see it in the numbers, but it's not always readily visible in the general scheme of things. So I need those projects as well. Like I need something smaller as well. And now knitting. I've got 2 projects that I worked on. The first one is the Wishbone Sweater. And with the Wishbone Sweater, let me find the way to put it correctly. With the Wishbone Sweater, I'm working on the second sleeve. Oh no, I forgot to put my progress marker again, so I don't remember where I was last month, but I think I was somewhere at the beginning of the sleeve, and now I'm over half of the sleeve. From what I can see, I have 3 more pattern repeats to make, and then the hem, and those are going to be long sleeves. When I was trying it on to see whether I should stop working on it, I was trying it on myself, but kind of because I was sitting, because I didn't want to disturb the yarn and tangle it too much. I did it while sitting, and I would push this part under my arm, and then it would make sleeve go a little bit up. And now because I finished one yarn, I tried it on myself, and I realized that this sleeve is already the length I would like it to be, and there's still blocking to come. So it's going to be even longer, which I don't really mind, I think. I don't really mind, so that's nice. However, that means I'm going to need to make the body longer. So I need to buy more yarn. I'm already out of this yarn. This is the Sunness Garn Double Sunday. I need to buy more, and I thought I would have to buy 2. 2 balls, 2 skeins. I'm going to need 3. I'm definitely going to need 3 because I need to make the body longer to make it more proportional with the sleeves. So it's going to be a really, really, really long sweater, and it's going to be a really, really, really expensive sweater because those 3 skeins are going to cost about half of what a really good quality sweater costs in a shop. And it's just 3 balls to finish a sleeve and the body. So when I think about the cost of this sweater, it's a bit scary. How it turns out that making things yourself is not really cheaper than buying it in a shop. And I don't mean like the very chain store shops with really fast fashion, like even good quality shops just sell things cheaper. So that's not fun to think. Actually, so well, it's going to hurt a bit, but I'm going to have a really wonderful pretty and warm sweater. And yes, part of the cost is that there aren't that many people around with this type of sweater, but it still hurts that it costs so much. I think when I look at the prices in other countries in Europe, the difference is not as big as in my country. It's maybe because we don't really produce yarn, and our exchange rate for our currency is not very beneficial to us. So that's, I guess, part of the reason. But yeah, it still hurts. It's fun and it makes you feel accomplished, but it still hurts. Buying yarn definitely hurts, especially for bigger projects, for slightly bigger people that need to buy more yarn. But yeah, that was the rant. So that's my sweater, and I'm pretty sure I will finish the sweater this year, which will mean all my level goals. So that's fun. And then I've got my Pohjola sweater, which I managed to get to level 1 because I started the chart. I'm not sure how easy you can see the chart, but it's there. And actually I like it more when I see it now than when I work on it. It is pretty detailed, and I'm not yet in the groove of it, but because I will still need to wait for the yarn for Wishbone Sweater, I'll have some more time to stitch on this sweater and move it forward. There is a chance that I will finish my level 2 goal as well, and it's finish the body part. But I'm not really sure because, number one, it's not just the chart, because if it was just the chart, it would be very, very possible for me to do that. But it's chart and part of just the stockinette. And because it's a bottom up knitted sweater, I need to be more careful. Just sort of, I will have to really try it on myself to see how long it is and how long I want it to be without really knowing how the top will behave, because I've never done such a sweater. So I may have to do a bit more of that stockinette to make sure it's the correct length. So it's going to be a lot of mental maths involved and imagining how things will look once they are finished, but I have no idea how they are going to be finished because I've never done it before. So yeah, a lot of stress is going to be involved. And also I want to do the socks, so that will take away some time from the sweater, because like I said in the last video, I won a prize from Inge's Knitting Lab, and I got yarn and a pattern for socks, and socks are one of my goals for the year, so I'll want to do them. I'll want to make them and get another project done. And they also look pretty, so I want to make them. So I'm pretty happy with the progress on it, on this project, on the Pohjola sweater. I'm actually pretty happy with most of my progress this month. I also found, because I'm reorganizing my office, I also found, and I hope I haven't lost it again, the thread and beads for the fairy. So hopefully, please keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully in November I will at least start finishing the fairy, which has been in limbo for the last few years, and it's like the last push to actually get it finished. So hopefully I'm able to get it done, and the fairy is finished, which would be great. If you liked the video, please click the thumbs up, leave a comment down below if you have anything to say. Consider subscribing to the channel to see all the progress. We are getting closer to the end of the year, so there will be some whip parade for the whole year and how much I've achieved and setting new goals and all the crafts. So consider subscribing and coming back to my videos. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you next time. Bye!